joined us for today's Facebook live stream.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of knocking over.
You know that I've knocked a thing over today. Almost broke Macy's phone.
Almost. With the power of the cab.
With the power of daytime drinking. I almost broke your phone.
My phone was bathed in Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. We have had a pretty fun day. I think.
Yeah, we have.
We got a little silly.
We did. We're actually recovering from a medium drunk.
A good 3 p.m. drunk.
You know, it was good. We did our private Patreon group Facebook live video. Got a little tipsy.
Yes, we did.
We
got
chatted
a
for about an hour and a half. It was fun.
But it's great because we had some good interaction, and I feel like we talked about Texas.
Talked about Texas.
Talked about growing up in Texas.
Pros and cons.
Yeah. We talked about meet and greets, possible meet and greets. We even talked about an interesting series that we're gonna have. We're gonna have come to the channel. What are we? Are we a channel?
We're a podcast.
Excuse me, guys. I still have that Merlot blood happening.
But no, it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited about it. I think our coven can handle it. I think it'll be a very rich discussion and answering questions that I have, and I think that many people have, and it gives people an opportunity to kind of share their side of the story.
I'm also excited to take a journalistic approach to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I believe we've mentioned this before. But Charlye and I are each going to dig down into 2 subjects that interest us, just kind of about the modern life of paganism.
Yeah.
And one that has been very intriguing to me is the concept of, and just the life of, just the daily practice, things like that, of Christian witches. Mm-hmm. I think that's really fascinating. And I'm really curious to hear about what that's like. I want to know what influences go where, where the lines kind of cross, and I think it'll be really interesting because I know that upon first learning about it, and I think for many people, it's almost like,
what?
That's possible?
Yeah.
Just because of the history of...
Well, you can't be both,
yeah.
Certainly, yeah.
And, but this has been very enlightening to me, and I'm very curious to hear, and almost, heartwarmed to hear.
Yeah,
that after everything that, it's just like there's this beautiful marriage
there can still be a relationship between the two.
Yeah, I think it's lovely. And so I'm very excited to, that's one thing. If you are a Christian witch, I would love for you to shoot us an email and let me know, and title it something in the title. Tell me about your practice, what you've gone through, if you've had any backlash or anything.
Are you out of the closet? Are you in it? Or
let me know what it's like. I want to know about the life of a Christian witch.
And you can send those emails to wbahpodcast@gmail.com. I'm going to be talking about, and this is recently we spoke about this, I think. I want to be sitting down and speaking with some guys, some male identifying witches. Just really hear about your experience and your side of it. Obviously, I think that this is a really female dominated part of spirituality. Mm-hmm. And it would just be,
at least really, stereotypically.
Yeah. It would be really enlightening. And I think, just kind of open up that line of topic, and I'm ready for some rich discussions about these things. And
nobody be dicks.
When Macy said our coven can handle it, I very much think so, because we've broached topics like this before, and what I'm saying is we don't want to be scared to broach any topic.
Yeah, we'd love to kind of be almost a voice on the topic, and get that discussion rolling.
Not understanding each other can come from a lack of communication.
I think it can.
People can think, oh, you're not allowed to be a Christian and a witch, because they haven't had anybody step up and say, I'm both. And here's why.
Yeah. I just hope that the message is across that the spirit of this is to learn. It's not to exploit or anything like that. It's to learn, and I think we can all grow from it.
As is our whole podcast, though, really.
It's like we don't want to offend anyone. we really try hard to make sure that we don't do that.
And we're going to.
Yeah.
And we have.
Oh, I'm sure we have.
But it's never the intent, we're the amateur hour. We want to spark you guys on your own trails of discovery and research. And so expect that probably not anytime really soon.
Yeah, it'll probably be maybe like early spring, late winter, something like that. So we have some time to breathe after the holidays. And the winter blues, I think, are starting to find their way in.
Yes, as we have discussed, Macy, the land that you live on has lost pretty much all of its leaves.
Yeah.
At this point, and it's pretty much as bare as it's gonna be. And I think about you a lot when I see the bare trees, and I wonder how you're doing.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
But my trees kind of smacked me around a little bit.
That's right.
As they do. They're very blunt presences.
No nonsense.
They are. And, they're wise and they're older than me, all of them. Yeah. And I really do. I have personas with these trees. Like, I have, like, these characters, and it's just, I inherently know who they are. Yeah. And so I was walking out, and I haven't really been hanging outside very much lately because it's cold and I'm sad. And so I'm inside in front of my stove, my little, like, gas heater, just, like, trying to warm up. But I was walking out the other day to go to work, and I just felt the need to stop. And I looked around, and it was like everybody was still there. All of my tree entities and spirits, they were all still there. It's just I hadn't been listening for them, and they had this energy of being like, hey, you had this whole thing of saying you weren't going to let winter get to you, and you're going to try the best you can to stop that. It's like, they're like, you haven't been doing anything. You have not come and talked to us. We're just watching you not do it, and you're just you're fucking up, man. And it just really felt like that. And I just remember I just smiled and I thanked them,
Yeah.
But it's just, oh my God, I'm just so wore out. I'm ready for the holidays to be over, and I'm ready to just kind of.
Yeah, just ready for things to be normal again. Macy, before you say it, I'm jumping in quick. What I want to know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about something special. I say all the time of like, oh, this is my favorite, blah, blah. This is my actual favorite. And I'm like, it really is. Like, at the end of the day, this is my favorite herb. So I'm talking about my old standby, my favorite, my namesake, Star Anise. It's been one of my favorite scents and herbs before I even knew why. Bought my first bag of it, like when I was in high school, I want to say.
Why so?
I don't know. I love the smell. I mean, we know that I'm a huge fan of black licorice.
True.
Which, that can make you
it's
either grossed out or happy.
It's polarizing.
It is polarizing. But I love good, sticky, black licorice. And it's wonderful.
I'm just on the other side of that pole.
Yeah, it's a scent that I deeply love. And
I don't mind the scent. I really like the scent. I don't want it in my face hole.
Yeah. I do a lot with anise. And I was doing things with star anise before I knew why I was doing them. I just started doing them. My intuition was right.
As it usually is, man.
Yeah, and I was just kind of letting myself do what felt right, and it wound up being right. And so it's just an herb that I very much connect with. I think during these fall times, medicinally, it's a powerhouse. It's native to Vietnam and China, but today it's grown almost exclusively in southern and Indochina and Japan.
Oh, really?
However, it's really important, like super important, to distinguish that it is not the same as Japanese star anise, which is immensely toxic.
Whoa.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So while smelling and tasting very similar to like common anise, like aniseed oil and things like that, it's actually not related.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually it's not a related plant, which is very interesting because they have a very, very similar smell and very similar healing properties.
So aniseed oil and star
anise
are different.
Different.
Okay.
I thought that was really interesting.
And star anise is like the actual shaped like a star.
Yeah, it's like a little pointy, weird looking little thing. It's really interesting to see. So they can have, each star can have 5 to 10 spines or points.
Oh.
However, they typically have 8 on average.
Huh.
The kinds that I have more. Like the one I burned today had 10.
Yeah, it was very spiny.
Yeah, and had 10 points on it. And they're technically a fruit.
Okay, what?
Yeah, I mean, not like an appetizing fruit. Like they're, like not like a juicy fruit, you know. But they're a fruit. It's picked before it ripens, and then it's just dried. So the scent, of course, is very pungent. It's very licoricey.
Yeah.
Kind of has, from what I could tell, it seems like a stronger odor than just anise, than like regular, like, anise. But very, very similar, of course. It's basically the same smell. Whole star, you can do a lot with anise. Like, you can really incorporate it if you're a kitchen witch. I mean, really, whatever. Very common in traditional Chinese dishes.
Oh.
But I mean, really, you can throw like a whole star in or stars in with your dish to give it that kind of fennel, licoricey kind of flavor, which is really, really good in small doses, especially in like a cream sauce. But this thing's kind of a healing superstar. Like, I mean, it's a very medicinal herb. It has antibacterial as well as like big time anti-inflammatory properties.
Really?
Yeah. It's massive for digestive issues. Whether that be that you ate too much and you kind of feel you want to like drink some tea, some anise or star anise or like steep it in water. It really helps with that. This is the one I remember being so young. I think actually before this even applied to me. And I was learning why my middle name was what it was, was Anise. Grandma was telling me about it, and she said it's a major old school medicine for menstrual cramps.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you didn't even know yet you were going to have such a hard time.
Yeah, and I had no idea that was going to be relevant. But it really, and yeah, so that's that anti-inflammatory smoothing property.
Really? So you could like drink it as a tea.
Drink it as a tea.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, and it can kind of relax everything a little bit. Very big for colitis because it's that really your digestive tract, it's really good for that colic. But also cold weather disturbances such as lumbago, which I thought was really kind of something that I didn't expect. And rheumatism.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which is also like shot straight through our family.
No, I read that and was like, and log that away.
You log that away for another 15 years.
It's like, yeah, let me use that tomorrow because my bones are failing. Something very fun about Anise, and I do this regularly. This is something that basically anytime I wear a flannel shirt with a pocket. So there's a lot of hoodoo business involved with star anise.
Hit me.
It's the herb of luck.
Oh.
It's a lucky, lucky son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to take it to the casino.
Like that's something that it's used for. So it can be carried in a bag or a pocket to ward off the evil eye. So that's one thing.
Done.
It's used as like a lucky catalyst or like an influence in money or love drawing.
Oh.
To kind of be like, well, here, let's put some luck in there.
Let's throw some, why not?
And
a little something.
Yeah, it kind of adds a kick to the manifestation. Yeah. Just being like, well, fuck it, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. See, it seems like almost like a little shyster guy. He's just like, let's come on, let's hit the table.
You're trying to upsell everything. It's used to induce lucky dreams that imply the following, like lucky gambling dreams or something. Ooh. So then that next day when you wake up, you need to go hit the casino. It kind of like speaks to you that way.
Talking my language.
Particularly in games of chance. It can be burned whole, which is, I really love to burn. I don't know if you noticed, but my whole house kind of smells a little anisey because I burned a whole anise today when I was taking these notes. Like I was really...
You had a charred one sitting right atop your ash pile.
And it was great. I paired it with dragon's blood, which I'm going to talk about later.
How do you burn it? With charcoal
On
disc?
a charcoal. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's wonderful. I love it. It smells amazing. Or you can place it under your pillow. And that kind of conjures powerful psychic, dreams of winning numbers or future lovers.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's routinely put in mojo bags.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can, or like strung in necklaces. So you string all these stars together. And I was like,
that would make a really pretty necklace.
I need that right now. Which too, that has like the double whammy because that's also very protective. Yeah. It's a very protective against charms and evil eye and things like that.
But also you would smell real good.
You'd smell great. And licorice, the scent, is top 3 male aphrodisiac scents.
That's right. Yeah. I've eaten like foodie kind of vanilla.
Licorice is top 3. Even
cinnamon.
If they like don't know it, that was like pulled to be like top 3.
So if you're trying to
get you
trying to work that luck, you go into the casino trying to find you a bankrolling cowboy.
There you go. You can tell where we live.
Yeah.
So, like switching gears a little bit. So yeah, well, let's kind of slide on into the psychic ability, psychic power of star anise.
Shimmy in.
I am just gonna sashay my way to this.
She's gonna saunter.
So when burned, its purpose really does go to the psychic realm. It's like that's when it really, burning it is what really evokes a lot of this. It can be paired with dragon's blood to increase communication to the other world, and meditations and ritual preparation.
I am about that.
So if you're trying to get your head right and get to that plane, and because dragon's blood, that's also one of the key things for it, is kind of getting you out, guiding you along in that spiritual plane. So when you pair the two of them together, and I did it today, and it was very entrancing. Oh. I was taking my notes, and I was just reading. I was writing in my big book of shadows, and I was just like, whoa, this is great.
Do you feel it was like in Ghost when like someone came behind you and they were like guiding your
hand? They were almost like writing for me. Because there was at one point, because Anise is one that I actually don't need to research. I know enough about it because it's one. So there was a point where I just like put all my notes and just like started writing what I know. You know, what I've done.
Like what do they call it? Like spirit writing.
And almost. I felt like such a real witch. I was like, no, I don't need outside influence. Like, I know how good this
draw
shit is.
From your own experiences. I love that.
It was really cool. And so it really opens the third eye, or the psychic eye. And it strengthens clairvoyance, as well as wards off bad dreams. That's another big one. You can put it in a little dish or something under your pillow, or a little baggie.
Interesting.
And and you can kind of sleep with it, and it'll supposedly ward off bad dreams.
That is really interesting. I'll have a period of a couple of days, probably once every 3 months,
where you just have bad dreams on end.
Yes, and I know it going to sleep. I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to wake up in a panic.
I hate it. The very last point I have on Star Anise is kind of like one of those things where it's just like it answers a huge problem for me, and it's so great. But you saying that reminded me of it, because you will get there. And I did this too, and I did this for a meditation, and I did this before I knew why. I just had Star Anise, and I like to put it as my base, and I really like the smoky earthiness that it adds. But some of my most crazy visualization meditations have been with this. So when you pair it with frankincense and myrrh, it increases
the standbys.
Yes,
they're always there.
When you pair it with both of those, it increases psychic journeys, or communications with spiritual presences such as guides or past lives. Oh, and that's exactly where it's really kicked in for me. Or those meditations when I've been burning anise with frankincense or with dragon's blood, I've had these big experiences like that, and I think it's very interesting. And like, I mean, it's like really having all these tools. It's like, man, I can like blast myself off. Like,
I'm about to astrally project and I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. Just being like, shit, I'm not gonna be able to get back to my body. So we have some aromatherapy benefits here. I'm a big advocate of aromatherapy. I think that there's absolutely magic to it, but there's also medical research to it. And star anise oil and anise oil are both excellent for diffusing or having in a pot of water boiling or whatever during times of colds, bronchitis, the flu, anything that causes like a congestion in your chest and lungs.
Oh, really? And
it's actually used in some inhalers. It can reduce the feeling of, I mean, also, even if you just burn it and diffuse it, say after you've had a really big meal. So like say after Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, diffuse it, and it can help reduce the feeling of being so full and miserable. Like you'll kind of feel lighter and not be so, even inhaling it too, very much so helps with easing rheumatism pains or flare-ups or things like that. Wow. And it really is, it's big for dispelling backed up or compressed sinus cavities. So when you really have a cold and everything hurts and your face hurts, and it kind of is able to get in where, you know, some things can't because you're breathing it and break all that up.
I wonder if you could do, you know how you could make a face steam by like steaming water and then putting the towel over your head? You could just chunk some star anise.
Yeah. It's just like how you can do, because you can do that with tea tree oil for acne. Yeah. And it's, so just put some anise in it, man. And it's also an antibacterial, so you're not going to hurt your pores or anything like that. Kind of open up those sinus cavities and all that.
That's going to be useful here coming up in the, like, winter that's coming.
Winter transition to springtime. I don't always get sick. I very rarely get sick, but I always get kind of stuffy and
a little gross.
When the seasons start changing and the pollen comes out. I'll do that. So this is like a last little parting list of facts.
It's a potpourri.
Little things, yeah.
Nice.
It's a smattering.
It's a wide swath.
Its shape symbolically implies a moonless sky that's full of stars. Oh. And because of that, it's widely worked with in times of the new moon, when there is no moon and the sky is full of stars.
Makes total sense.
I saw some things where it's like it can be added to your altar to kind of symbolize a like a sparked mind, or kind of like that awareness, because it's a star. So you can place it in wreaths and garlands. And if you think about it, wreaths are usually on the entrance of your home. So you can add that as that very protective charm, string it along your wreaths, things like that. And, it wards off any hexes, kind of evil eye, juju business going on. You can also, if you don't have a charcoal dish or whatever, you can just throw it in your hearth.
Really?
You can just throw it in there. And it has that same protective, ability. It's still burning it, and you're getting that power coming from it. Yeah, you can just throw it in the fire. It's fine.
I just love that mental image of just like scooping up a couple and just fuck it,
chunking them in there. You're gonna like this one.
Oh,
I like this one, and I'm gonna try it because I have both, and I love it when I'm equipped for something that like I'm like, oh, I got both of those things.
Snatch it off your shelf, and you feel like a real
witch. So you can brew a little concoction here. You can have it's just boiling water, cinnamon sticks, and star anise, and you steep it together, and it's apparently a pretty stout psychic-inducing tea.
Really?
So when you're wanting to meditate or do a ritual or get in the zone, steep star anise with cinnamon sticks and like drink the tea that they create. And it's supposed to really gonna get you on that spiritual plane and open your third eye.
Sounds like if you're not feeling well, that would also kick your ass.
Oh, yeah, it would. It'd be great for you. It just sounds delicious too. Like I love both of those flavors.
A little bit of honey, you're good to go.
It's been used before in some absinthe blends. And then lastly, and this is incredible, and it's actually something I learned taking these notes, and I'm very excited to try it. Anise, star anise, and you've kind of noticed a trend involving it in the moon. It is said that it can control the energy of the moon. So in times of a full moon, when you're restless or have insomnia or restless legs, or you just feel antsy or anxious, drink some star anise tea before you go to bed, or as you're winding down from your day, and it kind of reels in that energy that the moon, is hitting you with. It can kind of help you deal with it.
I am so interested for you to try that on the next full moon. Yeah. There's a full moon actually coming up. I'll have to look at the date.
Because it's a foolproof experiment for me, because it's like I get insomnia every full moon. So, I mean, I know that I'm going to be able to test it,
And you're going to be able to test it here in a couple of days, too. And almost the shape of star anise, I was thinking about it. It's almost like it's begging to be used.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
It's like, look how interesting looking I am.
Yeah, exactly. Look how special I am. What more do you need? Use me. Like.
Yeah. And it's also an antioxidant. But everything that I was saying too, I think it's important to mention. So it's also, you can like get a mortar and pestle, and you can crunch it up. You can make powder out of it. Ooh. You can shape that powder into your homemade incense.
Yes, baby.
So you can smash up fresh star anise, cone some incense, and they're wonderful. You can't beat it.
Macy, I have something that I didn't mean to be so. I think it's going to be connected to you.
Maybe it'll answer questions.
I think it's going to answer questions.
Because I'm very frazzled right now.
I'm going to be talking about Uranus in retrograde. I told my dad I would say Uranus every time that I was going to do. Now I can't even remember how to say it. What is it, Uranus?
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say Uranus.
I don't want to say Uranus. I want to say Uranus. So I'm gonna do that.
Do it.
It is in retrograde, and it has been for quite some time.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn, and it's coming up to its end. It started in August 7th, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to end on January 7th. So we still have a good little while to go.
Done.
It's almost done, but this is quite an interesting one. Before I start, I'm going to talk a little bit about what retrograde is, because there's a lot of misunderstanding. Retrograde is actually a planetary thing, so it's like an astrology thing. And if you remember, like, the model of the solar system, there's the sun right there in the middle, and then all the planets go around it, all in the same direction. Flat earthers, don't come at me. What happens is, these planets, they all travel around the sun at their own speed. Mm-hmm. So when one planet passes another, even though they're technically moving in the same direction, it might look to us, to our actual human eyes, like that planet is moving backwards. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people relate this to, like, when you're parked in a car and the car next to you starts to back up.
Yeah.
And your reaction, you slam on the brakes, or you have that moment of panic.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what it's related to. Like, it's not you moving. You didn't do a thing to make this thing happen, but you still reacted because of it, right? So that's kind of the whole idea. It's also said that when it's in retrograde, it's whatever that particular planet rules over. So think Mars is like war and Venus is love and stuff like that. Whatever that planet rules over, that's what that energy is going to turn inward, and it's going to kind of force us as people to focus on. So in that way, a lot of people say that we have this very negative view of retrograde. You know, there's this, oh, Mercury was in retrograde, I'm gonna fuck up because of Mercury, you know. But there's this idea I saw presented that I kind of like. It's like, it's not fucking you up, it's challenging you. Granted, fuck a Mercury retrograde. Fuck it. Okay, so that's a little just background on what a retrograde is. It's an optical illusion. We're going to be talking about the retrograde of Uranus right now. I'm sorry. Uranus is the planet of change. And it has to do with like self-reflection. It also is chaos. Okay? So keeping in mind what we said earlier about retrograde kind of taking its attributes and amplifying them onto us and how we perceive things. This is a time of this is a time that can be seen as extremely unpredictable and unconventional. So things are changing. Chaos reigns right now. So if you're into like chaos magic, I know a lot of people are like into chaos magic. I would assume this would be a good time to work with that kind of stuff. But it's taking it's going to take your normal attributes and it's going to flip them on their heads. So if you're normally like the party planner, you're always kind of running around getting shit together and making sure everybody, if you're like the mom of the group, you're going to be more hands off and you're going to be more like laissez-faire and kind of let it go with the flow. And if you're that way, if you're more like, whatever, man, you might find yourself like being urged to like buy a planner and put down things that don't matter, like things you normally don't care about, you know, and becoming very like not yourself in this way. And
it's interesting that you say that, because like I am a 4-day-a-week weightlifter. And I went back for the first time this week in like a month. Really? Yeah. And it all started in like
August.
No, not that far back, but it started in like November. I've just kind of been getting chipped away, like worn down.
Yeah, you have said that.
Like I'm just wore out now.
And that could be an example of this, taking something that you're normally is so much like a part of yourself and flipping it on its head.
Yeah, it's like it just seems like work, and it never did.
So typically Uranus spends about 148 days in a year in retrograde. So when it happens for a very long time. Yeah. So its effects can be kind of, it's a low and slow. It's not hard and fast and very in your face, like, again, like Mercury. This particular, the way everything has lined up and the way that when it starts and when it ends, this is the most impactful and influential to Aquariuses. Which is what Macy is.
I feel like I hate it. I hate it.
So that's who's going to feel it the most. So if you're an Aquarius and you've been kind of, I guess in a funk is the best way to put it.
It's been like the past month and it creeped on. And, you know, I blamed some of it on the winter, but it's really not. Because like the other day I had this great moment outside. It's just this like in the back of my head, just dismantling. Like I'm just like, it seems like I'm going crazy.
Crumbling.
But like I'm wore out and I'm ready for this year to end. And that's like all I keep thinking is like, I'm ready for the holidays to be over. I'm ready to do nothing. I'm ready to relax. I'm ready to rest. I can't focus. Like, it's like, I'm just ready to relax.
I can see how that would happen, because with this retrograde, it's all about flipping what you normally do or what you're normally about. So in your case, if you are about like going to the gym and like being very fit and stuff, right now you're not doing that as much. You can kind of feel like you've lost something.
I do. Like, and I went back the other day and it was amazing. Like, it was one of those good ones that I was like,
this is why I do this.
Yeah, and I felt like I was like fighting it back, you know, and I was just like, it felt good. I'm going again tomorrow, and I've like been trying to fight back, but this past like 3 weeks or so, have been very dense feeling. It's like a blanket.
Uncomfortable?
Like, yeah.
So that's the perfect term that they have put on this particular retrograde. They say it's uncomfortable, but it's a learning experience. So it's not an inconvenience. Again, I'm looking at you, Mercury. It's not an inconvenience. It's a chance to kind of listen to what it's telling you, whatever that means to you. It's also a chance to do something completely unexpected. So do that thing that you've been thinking about for a long time. Go on that spontaneous trip or something. I'll get more into that later because that does play an important role. But this is also referred to, and I love this, as a mind trip retrograde.
That's what it feels like. I just feel...
That's fascinating that resonates with you, because I saw that and I was like, how interesting. It's not like a physical thing. It's not a complete like communication breakdown.
I just have and I'm usually very driven, and I have like I do my thing, and I'm very schedule oriented, and it's like lately I've not wanted to do anything. Right. I'm just like, it's all in my head. I'm just like, no, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to. It's whispering in your ear. You don't want to do it.
It's like the shame wizard.
No.
Mr. Bowman.
This retrograde, because it is ruled by Uranus, it is a planet of immense change and invention. So this is a good time. We're kind of talking about positives now. This can be a time of great change. If you need to leave a situation, I read that this is a great time to do that. This is the perfect time to get away from a toxic person in your life. Or to leave that person that you know you don't really need to be with, or to leave that job you don't know you kind of don't need to be at, or any situation that you need to get out of. You're kind of being gifted this almost, I don't want to say uncaring, but you kind of give less of a shit about what that person's going to think. You're going to focus more on yourself rather than them, if that's normally what you do, since it's reversing. So it's a great time to get out of those situations. It's also a good time to roll with the changes. You can't really help what's going to happen. Roll with it. Learn from it. You know, maybe you walk away not having worked as much, but you learned C++ or something. Like whatever it is you wanted to focus on instead of this. Roll with these punches. And in general, what I'm trying to say is a good time to completely upheaval your world. If you feel like you need a good shake up, if things are not, if you've been stagnant for a while.
I think that's why I'm not doing so well. I feel like I'm like a cat that's hanging onto carpet that's been turned upside down. Right. Because I don't like to have my world. I'm a very routine oriented person.
You need to let go.
I don't do that.
You need to you need to suck those claws back up into your fists.
I can't. And so it's like I've been fighting it so hard, and I think it's frazzling me.
Well, here's the thing. It says, you know, from everything that I said, it says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are gonna do that. It doesn't matter if you don't want to do it. It doesn't matter if you think you can't do it. It's going to happen. Yeah. Like before this retrograde is over, you're gonna let go. And it's just, that's the way it is. That's what's gonna happen.
I always feel like, at this point now, it's just trying to break me. It's just trying to be like, no.
And it very much is. And that's what this like low and slow thing is about. Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna weigh on you.
Because I'm just choking it down. Like, no, not gonna do it. Yeah, I do. I feel like it's this gnawing, just like, ugh.
So there are some warnings. You know, don't be a rebel without a cause in this time. It's going to cause a lot of people to want to act contrarian for some reason. It causes people to just, for no reason, you know. And it says here to really get that in check. To not be contrarian for no reason. Like if you know what you're talking about, sure, go ahead. But there's no reason. You're gonna just add extra strife, and you're gonna add all kinds of bad shit into your life. That chaos is gonna like hold on to that, and you're gonna fucking spiral until you're just that person who's, well, actually face your fears in this time, because they're gonna face you. It's going to smack you in the face. And if it hasn't already since August, it's going to pop up in your life before the end of this thing. So it's better to kind of meet it head on, take care of it, and put it behind you. All of these things are going to feel like anxiety. So even the things that end up good.
That's really what I boil it all down to, because I don't really have chronic anxiety. But I will have spells of anxiety. And I've had one for like a month. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it because I'm not used to it, you know? And it's just like, oh God, I hate it. Like, and I just feel like nervous, and it's just uneasy.
It's not good.
Crazy. I don't like
it's not good. And that's what I hate about anxiety is it gnaws.
It does.
It doesn't slap you in the face. It gnaws. is. Mm-hmm. And it has no concept of time. It just goes as long as it needs to until you fucking break.
Yeah, I'll just realize eventually one day I'll just wake up and it's gone. Yeah. That's always how it is for me. And then it's gone for a long time. But it's like right now it's here and I'm just a nervous wreck and I'm just ready for whatever this is to end.
Well, it says here that you can combat a little bit of that anxiety because even the good parts of this feel like anxiety at first. So a project, it says most likely in this time, if you're being affected by it, which Aquariuses are right now, you've most likely started a project that you have not finished.
Have you seen my living room? My big ass mural.
You do have the mural that hasn't
I'm really struggling to get through.
So any kind of project that you've started but not finished, any step that you have needed to take, whether it be in a relationship or in a job or any kind of moving on to that next level, even if it's going to bring nothing but good things, like Macy, like when you finish this mural, you're going to have like this beautiful fucking living room, right?
Yes, I just have to do it.
But every time you think about it, you're going to get that knot in your stomach. So the way to combat that is to face your fears and to get it over with. Yeah. Because if you don't do it now, something's going to collide. This chaos is going to take a hold of that. And you have to take control of your life in times of chaos, or chaos will take a hold of your life. With all the bad things out of the way and without all the chaos out of the way, if you want to look at a positive, this retrograde is about freedom. Even if it's a bad thing, like even if it comes in the form of a breakup or a job loss or what have you, it's about freedom and really taking this time to become who you want to be and who you envision yourself to be, or getting the job that you want or having that relationship that you want. It's the time to make these changes that are really uncomfortable to make. But if you kind of roll with those punches, roll with those changes, it's going to help you out, even though it doesn't seem like it's helping you out in the moment. I got a nice little quote here. Sometimes I like to end on a little quote.
I like a good quote.
It's a good quote. I like this one. It's from astrostyle.com.
Oh.
Is where I read this anyway. It's not from Astrostyle. But as the Buddha said, no mud, no lotus. Which is nice.
I like that.
Yeah. I hope that helps somebody out through this retrograde. And can we be done with them already? Are we finally wrapping this up? This year of
I'm just worn down
of bullshit.
Yeah, it's been basically since like summer.
I thought this one was actually uplifting, so I wanted to start on a retrograde that wasn't doom and gloom, but those will be coming, so get ready.
This was an informative episode.
I hope so. Gee,
I think so. I learned from
you. Gee, mister. I hope so. Do you feel like any of that resonated?
I mean,
I know we talked about it during
a lot of it did. The only thing, I'm not seeing as many, it just has me scrambled. I can't focus right now. I'm very anxious.
I feel like in a way that is kind of what this is about, because normally you're pretty unflappable and you're not anxious. So
I'm very,
hey. Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
listen
to me.
Hey, listen.
We're going to talk about our 30-day challenge.
We sure
10-week challenge.
You sure as shit do.
We're gonna do it right now.
Right meow.
Right meow. You're gonna listen to it right now.
What's the problem?
And it's connecting with Mother Earth. And Mother Earth kind of connected with me.
She kind
of like slapped me around a little bit, and all the trees were around me, and they were like, "Look, you need to fix yourself. Like you're getting lazy. You're not working with the Earth. If you don't do that, you're gonna get sad." And so they kind of gave me a talking to. So I did. I was just sat on my porch. I was kind of late to work, but I was like, I just kind of sat out there for a minute and just breathed in and felt the rain a little and
got them terpenes.
I saw all of their little spirits through their bark, and they were all like, get yourself together.
Judging.
Yeah. But in a familial way.
Arms crossed, like that rascal Macy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I imagine.
What about you? Did you work with Mama Earth?
I did. It was good. I'm outside a lot more recently these days because I can breathe when I go outside.
We're so opposite. It's outrageous.
I know, man. I went to visit my my parental witches this weekend. They live on a good chunk of land out in East Texas, and our Patreons actually. That's why this feels familiar. Is we just talked about this with our Facebook Live that we did. I got to hang out with my dad. And this prompt actually fits in with the next one about elemental magic. But we made this fire outside, and it was really cold. I feel like it was one of the coldest nights that we've had in a while.
It did get very cold.
And we were out there, and we were just sitting by the fire, and we were looking up, and my dad saw a meteor go by, which was really cool. Which I know technically isn't like working with the Earth, but it's a very it's an organic, cosmic kind of thing, right? And he saw one because the meteor shower recently ended, and it was just kind of like a little straggler that was catching up to the rest of them. And I just had this moment where I was like looking, you know, when you look up and the trees like branch together and they make that like web. That it was good. It was good because I try to force myself to work with the earth, like looking down. Yeah. You know, like gotta collect these acorns and I need to sit on a blanket on the ground. And it's like I never like look up. And I feel like when I look up is when it's I don't know, maybe it sounds stupid, but I feel like that's when it makes sense to me. Like, oh, I get it now.
That's interesting.
And you can kind of see little like bird dudes and the trees that are all bare right now, which is I really like. I know we're opposite here, but I really like it when the trees lose their leaves. Not only is it like an aesthetically pleasing look to me, I don't know. It just makes sense. It feels right. It feels good. And we sat outside. We sat for a very long time, and just being out there is the work that I did.
Day 17, I did this in a way that's not going to surprise anybody. I did some. It's raised some energy. I did so with some ritual dance, and it led to a really interesting visualization. And I've kind of maintained it. I haven't told you about this yet.
No, you haven't.
So it was just really neat.
I thought you were just going to leave it at that.
I've had a lot of tension in between my two shoulder blades lately.
Oh.
Which I always do anyway, because I'm like a knotted up mess. But like spiritual tension back there. Like almost where I'll just like move my shoulder blades around to try to knock it off. Well, and so I was like in the zone, okay? I've been jamming for a while. I had like a piece of paper that I had put some like sandalwood oil on.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was a paper that I anointed with a message. Oh. And I did a little bit of an intention ritual. And I was still kind of like dancing the whole time. But I like reached behind my back with that card, that word, you know, whatever I had written, and it was folded with sandalwood. And I was like almost envisioning chipping away. And so it was just like chipping this, whatever this is, away. I had done the anise and the dragon's blood and like everything. I was just really intense. Anise, everything. Like it got so smoky in the bathroom. I couldn't even see my reflection anymore. Like it was that smoky. And so it's like I chipped away stuff and I felt like this energetic release out of my back, and it felt like wings. It felt like this big pair of like hawk's wings.
Oh, wow.
Like, and it just felt like release, you know? And then I was like, this was so cool. And I was like dancing with the music, almost like in this, I was hunched over in this lazy way as I was swaying my arms. But every time I would kind of like swoop down, I felt like the wings were like kicking up dust.
Oh, cool.
And so I was like picturing this of them like flapping and kicking up all of it. And then I opened my eyes and the room was full of smoke. Yeah. And I was just like, oh.
That's hardcore energy work right there.
It was. And then it carried
because you
me.
very much did. Like you had like energy like coming from your back. Yeah. And like that's crazy.
It was just encircling, and so it's carried me the past few days. I felt pretty good, and it was a really powerful experience. Felt good.
Nice. I feel like you're like counteracting the winter.
I'm trying to keep the winter blues away.
You're like doing a lot of stuff. However, I'm happy right now, so I'm like coasting along.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm having less experiences than I do
because you're not trying to do damage control.
I'm just like, hey, I'm happy for a minute. I'm gonna like right. I'm doing like a lot of gratitude shit, right?
That's how I am in the
summer.
And you
don't see shit when you do gratitude work.
Like when I go out in the summer, I'll just sit on my porch, Indian style, and just be pleased as punch. I don't need to do anything. I just need to sit. And feel everything,
and you don't need big rituals and stuff.
No, because I can feel it.
But I'm ready. I'm ready for one again. I toyed with a little bit because usually when I want to do energy work, I will do visualization or I will do sound clearing. So I toyed with a new thing, which was physically moving. I've been reading a lot about physically moving stuff in your home. You know that feeling like after you kind of rearrange your bedroom or
Yes.
You know, and you have like a couple of days where you like ride that high, and every time you walk in, you're like, oh, wow, that's very much that's like a real thing. Like that's what people will use to raise energy in their homes.
That's just like feng shui.
Exactly. That's a thing. You
I fully believe it. Like,
so you don't get too stagnant. And what I did is I took my whole vanity area and my altar area, which are like right next to each other. I spruced them up. I laid out a red altar cloth for Yule, and I like Yuled my altar up, and I got my little piece of my Yule log that I had last year, because a tradition is to save a piece of it and then light next year's with a piece of so it's waiting there, like waiting to be burned. And I just cleaned everything really well, and I didn't do a lot of like floor wash cleaning. I just physically cleaned it. Like I scrubbed it.
See, I've been doing a lot of spiritual cleaning just to try to keep the winter sadness
I was
away.
doing a lot of that until I like looked and I was like, oh, I should probably actually like vacuum. Like it changed my attitude. If I was like, if I look at this like an energy clearing exercise, I was ready to go. If I looked at it like a chore, I didn't do it for 4 months.
It really is. It's a mind game.
It's a mind game.
So day 18, this was an interesting one for both of us. We have elemental magic.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting one.
I didn't do as much as I wanted to here.
I didn't either. I know there's still something that I plan on doing.
Yeah. Well, I plan on doing an episode about each of these.
Oh,
so,
yeah. But there's something that I plan to do for this coming week, just because it's going to be a very, very busy week.
Oh.
And I meant to do it this week, but I just didn't have the time. I want to go to the mother. And I just want to take a little bit of soil from her roots, you know, and I kind of just want to put it in a little sachet, like a little and just keep it with me as just kind of a reminder to get through this, you know, that she's still here.
If that's her calling to you, like, Macy, you need to do this.
It kind of popped into my head. It was like, go out and kind of gather some, you know, and just carry it with you. And I'll just kind of keep it tied, you know.
It's like a holding your hand through the winter kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I plan to do that this coming week.
That's very sweet. I love that. I love that very much. I love any story that's centered around the mother tree, honestly.
She's a good presence.
She's a good almost like a Mother Goose character.
She's like a Mother Goose, big matriarch.
No shock here, but mine was fire. I talked about it a little bit earlier. I sat with my dad and we actually did a lot of incense burning. We didn't do a whole ritual like we did last time. Yeah. But we did a lot of incense burning, and he made this big fire, and we kind of sat there and it was quiet and we didn't need to talk. And I can tell that night is going to be one of my favorite memories for my whole life. Good. I have this battle because I'm such like a water person. I've always been a water person, but here in the past probably year now, fire has been in my face. Like, you belong to me now is what it feels like.
Do you want to hear the coming week?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Day 19. I've been kind of waiting on this one. Uh-oh. I'm curious about it. Because everybody's a little different, I feel like. And I do my own way, but not the traditional way, I guess. Casting a circle.
Oh, my God. This is the one we were waiting on from the beginning.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a traditional
That's what I want to do, too. Because I do my own way, you know. But I'm curious about that. Ooh. So the prompt is, how do you create a sacred space for yourself? Do you cast a circle every time you work a spell? Or do you have a dedicated space that you practice in? Take time today to settle into that space and enjoy its sacredness.
See, and that's the thing about this is I already have a pretty standard idea of how I create my own sacred space.
So do I, yeah.
But that's why I like this challenge. We get to do something that we might not have ever done.
Yeah, I think it's neat.
I'm real excited. Okay.
Day 20, this is an interesting one, and I'm curious to hear yours and mine.
Oh.
Ethics.
Oh, okay.
What are your magical ethics? Write down a core list of ethics for your own practice. No judgment here. Well, it says this is for you and you alone, but that's not happening.
Well, no, this is a podcast. This is for everybody.
But I'm excited about this because I'm curious to know, because I think everybody has a little bit of a different set of ethics.
And you and I have, honestly, we've danced around this topic. Yeah. We really have. We've never flat out said... there's not been a need to, but that's going to be interesting. I'm excited. Are we to draw up does it say draw up a list of?
Yeah, it says write down a core list of ethics for your own practice.
Neat. Okay, that's going to be revealing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it'll be an interesting discussion.
Oh yeah.
Day 21 is symbols. I like that. What symbols do you use in your practice and why? Are there any that you are drawn to?
Yes.
Try carving the symbol into a candle and burning it while you meditate on that sacred symbol.
Oh.
You can also draw it on a piece of paper and carry it with you every day. I do that with my runes. I just carry the rune with me. Like the rune that I draw I'll just put it in my like shirt pocket.
Yeah.
Just like how I'll do with Star Anise. I'll just put Star Anise in my shirt pocket. Or find a piece of jewelry with the symbol on it when you need a magical boost.
I've got one thing.
Yours
to
is
Clever
Algies.
Kim. Yeah, it is Algies. Yeah.
That little talisman with the 3 symbols on it. That little, that thing's amazing. I'll wear it. I put it with my calcite. I wear them together.
It goes with a lot of stuff. It's so delicate.
It is delicate.
Yes.
So that's next week.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this last week was very lax and chill.
It was, yeah.
But this coming up one,
this
as
one
far as it
is
goes,
very good conversation.
I think we're gonna test ourselves a little, maybe.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm excited about it.
So I do want to make an announcement. By the time this episode comes out, I'm hoping my witch has her gift.
Oh yeah.
I want to explain it a little bit. But when you get your gift from me, you'll see that there is, there's some dragon's blood and there's some star anise. And I think and some copal. So I want you, and there's other things in there that were on, they're on your list. There's stuff in there, and it was some stuff that you asked. And
you go to the Google
and you type it, so you put it on a list on this thing in the Google called the Elfster.
No, not again. The Elfster. The Elfster.edu.
And so what you do? All right. So there's some things in there that involve having an opened mind, having that open third eye. Burn that star anise with the dragon's blood. Kind of have yourself a ritual. Do some ritual dance. I'm all for it.
Did you put like a Wardruna CD in there?
I should have. Just like a flash drive. But no, and that's why that's in there. I didn't really put it too much in like my note, but because I wanted to explain it. Put those things together on like a charcoal disc or something like that. Really breathe it in. Kind of do it before using the tools in the box that were sent to you. I'm not going to give it away because I don't know if you have it. And I really want to know how you like it. And I'm very excited. I've had a good time putting it together.
This has been a lot of fun.
I'm all about it.
This has been a lot of fun. And my person's gonna get 2 very cheesy items from Texas-based.
One of mine got one. Yeah.
Mom has joined, or my mom participated.
Mine too.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
I forgot she signed up.
Her Terry fashion, though, she filled her box full of candy.
Did she?
Like Werther's and shit. Yeah.
I love it. That's always my favorite signature mark of a Terry gift.
She said, she was like, I held back, but I almost put Pop Rocks in there.
Wow, man. I love Pop Rocks. Terry, Macy's mom, has, from the beginning of time, whatever gifts she gives you, she will also throw in some candies.
It's like her packing peanuts.
Yeah,
she
just
like
kind of throws them in there.
I
love it. I think it's so cute.
So we are the week of Christmas, the Monday the 24th, kind of ending Friday the 28th. It's we're taking the week off. There's not going to be an episode on Wednesday the 26th. It's just going to be our kind of time. It's going to be busy. And I feel like any episode that we would put out then would be rushed and kind of haphazard anyway. So it's just kind of giving a little bit of a break.
Taking a little break. We will return on the 2nd. We will have a nice new, fresh 2019 dope lit fam episode for you on the 2nd. Did you get all that?
I did.
Did I meme hard enough? Have a fun Yule here in 2 days or so.
Yeah, a couple days.
I will be enjoying it in my usual way, staying up all night and partying with the moon. It's just me in my backyard getting drunk alone is what that means. Have a good Yule. There's a full moon coming up, so
drink your anise tea.
Drink your star anise tea. And report back to us. See if that gave you any.
Please check dosing and all of that first, just in case.
Yes. So it's time to bring this podcast to a close.
This has been the witch,
bitch. Hour.
Be gone, chaos. That's all I want.
Be gone, thought.
Okay.